Welcome to Lithouse English Literature Beginners course. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss another sound device. Now, so far we have been discussing two sound devices. One is rhyming. The other one is alliteration. And in today's lesson, we are going to talk about another important as well as commonly used sound device in poetry. That is assonance. Like rhyming, like alliteration, assonance also deals with sounds of English. First, we have to understand what assonance means. Now, we know in a poetic line, there are words. Now, in these words, there are certain vowels. Now, you know English alphabet has both consonants as well as vowels. Now, in our previous lesson on alliteration, we discussed consonants and consonantal sounds. Now here, in this lesson, we are going to take vowels and their sounds. Now, in assonance, we consider these sounds of the vowels. Now, in a poetic line, these vowel sounds, some vowel sounds are repeated. The same vowel sound, sometimes. The same vowel sound is repeated. This repetition of the same vowel sound is called assonance. Now you see, repeated use of a simple definition, repeated use of similar vowel sounds produced by the vowels in a poetic line. Pay attention to this word, repeated, used again and again, right? More than once, similar vowel sounds in a poetic line. Now, to understand this definition, you have to be familiar with the sounds produced by the vowels of English alphabet. Sounds produced by the vowels of English alphabet. Most often we pay attention to the English letters, but we rarely pay attention to the sounds produced by those letters. Now, in studying sounds of sound devices of English poetry, we must be able to identify distinctive sounds produced by these consonants as well as vowels. Now you know in English alphabet, there are 5 vowels. What are the 5 vowels? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Typically, really, these are symbols for these vowel sounds. A is a symbol, a letter. E, a letter or symbol. I, a symbol or letter. But these letters have some different sounds. These vowels have different sounds. Assonance is a technique associated with these different vowel sounds. Now you understand. Assonance is a technique associated with the different vowel sounds. Not the letters, sounds. Think of the word sounds. Now, you must be familiar with the sounds produced by each of these vowels. When you write a word, when you read a word, you produce these sounds. You produce these sounds. Now, let's understand this through examples. Now, look at this first example. There is the word cat. Very simple word cat. Now, this word cat has 3 letters. 3 letters. What are the 3 letters? C, A, T. C, A, T. Now, in this word cat, there is one vowel letter. What is it? A. What is it? A. But the sound is A. Now, be familiar with this symbol. This is, we call this phonetic symbols. Now, in English alphabet, there is a phonetic alphabet. Phonetic alphabet teaches you, tells you how to sound a word, how to pronounce a word. Now, you see cat, C-A-T. The vowel letter is A, but the sound A. Do you understand? Sound A. Now, here letter is A, vowel letter is A, the sound is A. Okay, let's go to the second one. Ball. B-A-L-L. Now, vowel is again A, as in the case of cat. But here there is a different sound produced by A. Now, here A sounds as O. O, ball. Here, cat, A. Here, ball, O. Go to the third example. Path. Vowel is A again, but the sound is A. A, path, A. Right? Now, go to the fourth example. Take. The vowel is A again, but the sound is A. Take. Now, you can see, now in these 4 words, the same vowel A produces four different sounds. What are them? A, O, A, A. Okay. Now you understand vowel letters produce different sounds. Now let's go to fifth one. Put. Put. Now vowel is U. Vowel is U. But the sound you produce U. Vowel is U. Sound is U. Put. Okay. Sixth one. But. The vowel is U again. But the sound up. You see. Now, in one case, in the case of put, U produces U sound. In the case of but, U produces a sound. Therefore, the vowel letter U has 2 different sounds. Now, in the previous examples, vowel letter A has 4 different sounds. Now, let's take another example, 7th one. Met. Vowel is E, but the sound is A. Vowel is E, sound is A. Met. Me. 8th one. Vowel is E, sound is also E. Sound is also E. Now, this is how vowels produce different sounds. All other vowels have this characteristic, this feature. It is this feature we consider in identifying assonance in poetry. Assonance in poetry. Simply, assonance is called vowel rhyming. Remember that. Vowel rhyming. That's very easy to remember. Vowel rhyming. We see what vowels rhyme. What vowels rhyme in a poetic line. Vowel rhyming. Right. Now, let's understand this in a practical poetic line. Now, in a poetic line, similar vowel sounds are repeated to bring about some pleasing sounds to the ear. Again, that definition. Right. Now read this line. Read this line. This is a tongue twister again. Tongue twister. Because these tongue twisters are made to practice sounds. Practice sounds of English. She sells seashells in the seashore. She sells seashells in the seashore. Now, she. What is the vowels? Letter E. What is the sound? Also E. Sells. What is the vowel letter? E. What is the vowel sound? A. Right? C. What is the vowel letter? E. What is the sound? E. Shells. Vowel letter E. Sound A. Right? In. What is the vowel? I. Sound is again E. C. What is the vowel? E. Sound is again E. Now you can see there are similar vowel sounds in this line. For example, these red vowels, she, see, in, see. These red vowels, this red E, they have the same sound. And these blue E's, they have the same sound. Therefore, we see there is assonance in this poetic line. Right? E. E sound is assonated. A sound is also assonated. Right? Now, example for assonance is one assonance, she, see, in, see, then sells. Another second example, sell, shells. She assonates with see, in, see. Sells assonates with shells. Now, this is one example for assonance, right? Assonance. Now, let's read the following line loudly. Now, this is part from Tennyson's little poem, The Eagle. Now, let's read it. You must know how to read a poetic line with certain rhythm. You have to read it loudly. Then only you can find out the sound devices. Simply muttering doesn't help you. Muttering to yourself, it does not help you. You have to read it loudly. Then you will identify sound devices. He clasped the crag with crooked hands. Now you see one line from the poem The Eagle by Alfred Lord Tennyson. He clasped the crag with crooked hands. Clasp, cracked hands. Clasp, cracked hands. Now, what is the common sound you hear? A, produced by this A. This is assonance. This is assonance. He, with. He, here E sound and here E sound. Produced by different vowels, no matter. We don't consider the letter, we consider the sounds. That is also assonance. Right? This is assonance. Now remember this tip. Remember this tip. Like alliteration, assonance is also checked within one line. Within one line. Like alliteration, assonance is also checked within one line. We don't check assonance between lines. Between lines. We don't do it, but we check it within one line. Within one line. Right. Now, I think you have some understanding about this third sound device, assonance. And whenever you find some poem or poetic line, or even in an advertisement, you find these poetic sound devices. Because these sound devices are used to make the line pleasing, musical to the listener. It will help you to remember them easily. Right. That's all for today's lesson. We'll meet with another new sound device in our next lesson. Goodbye to all of you.